would suggest that we're live. Guys, I'm just going to find us on here so that I know what's happening. How is everybody on this Monday? Mix, oh, stage left, stage right for you guys. How good's that? I'm pretty happy with that, let me tell you. Turn that on, there we go. And oh, another round of beer as well. Mick's only just made it home not long ago, so we are...
Just trying to pitch me beer.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
What are we doing?
We are doing spinach and ricotta puffs with a bit of a twist though, because I didn't have spinach. I had Warragul Greens from one of our friends that's a local, Michelle and Adrian Johns. She's growing all native herbs and veggies and things like that. So
hang on. We're doing spinach and ricotta, but what's this stuff you're using?
Warragul Greens. It's an Australian native spinach. So, but I also didn't have, there's further to the story, I also didn't have enough Warragul Greens for the recipe, so I went out to the garden and pick my own spinach, and my bok choy has taken over the spinach, so I'm using bok choy instead. So there you go.
You're saying just if it's green it'll do? Or?
Pretty much. That's it there. It all, at the end of the day, once it's all cooked up and mixed through with some cheeses and stuff, it all tastes the same. So, yeah. Now,
alright, so these little puffs, like I like to do my little, what are those clamp things I like to use?
You press, your dumpling
press? The dumpling press.
Yeah.
Which I like to stamp in there and all that, but you've gone this way because you use 100% of all the puff pastry.
Yes.
All the time, every time.
And these look really cute. So when they're done, they sort of look like the shop bought ones. They're not shop bought, they're champagne food on a budget. Beer budget made ones. So we'll get straight into it. The oven's on 190.
190 everyone.
Yeah.
I told you, if you're not sure.
180.
180.
I'd normally do it on 180, but I want to make sure that these are cooked while you guys are watching.
We're going to try and hurry them up while you guys are here.
Cheers to the start of the week. Cheers to you for working hard today.
Cheers.
Well done.
Helped a darling friend of ours, girlfriend, move into our house today, so been busy. Done some steps today, baby.
He's been lifting, shifting.
Wow, 30,000 steps.
Building, all sorts of stuff. So there is our Warragul Greens and our, well, let's call it mock spinach. I'm going to go with that. You can use frozen spinach. The recipe is 250 grams. You can start cutting those. I want those into 6 bits. So watch what Mick does here.
What do I want to do yet?
250 grams of frozen spinach you can use. That comes in the little boxes that you buy. It's so cheap. I think the no-name brands are like $2. You can use fresh spinach. Once you've cooked it, wilted it down, squeezed all the juice out of it, even the frozen stuff, squeeze all the juice out of it. We don't want this liquidy.
No moisture.
Don't
want any moisture.
No.
Even to the point of a tea towel if you can, wring it out. It's just, you don't want moisture. Because there's going to be plenty. And that...
This is ricotta.
I got in trouble earlier because I ate some of the ricotta and I changed the weight.
Yes, so it's been sorted though. This ricotta I picked up for half price, so it was like a kilo for $5. So again, super cheap, champagne food on a beer budget. And what I don't use, we're going to do another recipe using it on Thursday.
I'm in these big tubs, guys.
Yep, we're going to use
go.
more of that on Thursday for a dessert recipe, so tune in on Thursday. And the rest of it I'm going to freeze. So I've always got frozen ricotta in the fridge. So that's just going to go in as well. It's super easy, this recipe, but I'll have it posted for you tomorrow. I've got a cup and a half of grated tasty cheese. If you've got some Gruyere in the fridge, or it doesn't really matter. If you've got stuff in the fridge that you've got the tiniest bit left of that you want to use up, chuck it in. Smoked, whatever, throw it in as long as
any cheese.
Yeah.
But if you're going to go out and try and make it, like a nice cheese is going to make a difference in this.
100%.
But don't be scared to use what's left in the fridge either.
Exactly. And 3/4 of a cup of Parmesan, that's going to give you your punch.
And also say variety.
Yeah.
If you can throw a variety of cheese in, it's always good. I don't know what the special thing is that I can do here that you were talking about, but a rule is not hard. So I'm literally going to use a ruler and go 24 divided by 3. Last time I checked was around about 8. So a pinch.
So he's going to go thirds, and then half. And
Pinch.
we're going to make little rectangles. And then we're going to stuff them, flip them over, turn them into squares, chuck them in the oven. I'm going to put a heap of pepper in. This is nutmeg is your friend here as well. So we're going to put nutmeg in. The difference between this recipe with nutmeg and without, massive. Small amount of nutmeg, massive difference, let me tell you. Don't leave it out. Sort of like, I don't know how many people when you're doing a cheese sauce, put nutmeg in it, that's always a winner as well. Just a pinch, literally, you know, maybe a quarter of a teaspoon, something like that. But give that a whirl. Did everyone have a good weekend? It rained and rained and rained here.
It was great. It made our move a little bit harder, but all in all
good. I should really measure this to be good because I'm very often good at not being good. As in, I just go, that'll do. I don't want to get the nutmeg amount right. So I'll
tell you another little trick. If you're doing a lot of pastry, if you get yourself some baking paper,
you
get baking paper and make your marks with a pencil or pen or texter, don't care. And you just make your marks on your baking paper, that pen is empty.
As in it has no filling.
There's no filling at all.
It's got no ballpoint, it's got no ink in it, no.
You just go 0, 8, and what do we say, 24, and after that?
16.
And you can put lines on your tracing paper and then flip it over so it doesn't stick to your pastry or anything like that. And you can see lines, then you can make your marks. Just a little tip that I'm not going to use, but you can do that.
You can, and particularly if you want to keep your bench clean. So I'm just going to mix all this up, get this ricotta all busted up and our greens through it as well. Turn it into something that's nice and manageable to put into our... I've only pulled out 4 sheets, and this is only 4 sheets of pastry, only because we sort of don't need to feed an army with these. So I'm just going to start with 4. If I've got left over, I don't know, I can stuff it into some cannelloni. I can put it in the fridge for a couple of days. If I like, I can freeze it. Yeah, could do just about anything. That's starting to look pretty good, I reckon.
Only one way to find out. Taste it.
He's a taster.
You've got to taste it before it goes in.
You're the taste tester. Taste test dummy, I used to call it.
Is there any salt or pepper that goes into this? What else could help? I thought it was something that I reckon would be awesome in there. Can you imagine?
Have you done all those? No.
See, she's
Swap one
whip
over
cracker.
there. Chuck that. Might as well just get them all done because I want to get them all onto the trays. And then, yeah, that looks good. I'm happy with that. That spinach has gone a lot further than what I anticipated. I'm really excited about this because Warragul Greens, like I said, it's an Australian native and it sort of grows along the ground. Michelle's got hers growing in a hothouse at the moment, so I don't know that it's going to be necessarily good with our frosts over winter, but I'm going to try some in summer because it's like super hardy. It's really, really robust. It can deal with the hot temperatures that we have. So that's done.
That's done?
That's done. I'll
You
be
start filling?
a couple of messages.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
It's a little bit crooked.
That's a little bit crooked.
Okay, so let's go back to the start. Say good day to everybody. Smile. First in, Quartz. Hello, lovely. Quartz says, miss you guys so much. We'll catch up next week, hopefully, honey.
You're too busy having adventures all over the place.
I know, right? Dumb bitch. I so find it hard to get used to your tag. I don't want to call you that.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
As soon as you say it, looked up.
Cup and spoon.
Please change your tag.
Saint Keechi. How are you, Keechi? Andrew Keechi.
We can call you one or the other.
How come your other
But mixed
accounts
together,
watching.
it's just a little bit harsh.
Courtney's onto it. How come other accounts watching? Because that's what I'm checking all the messages with on the other phone. Smiley's already filled her in on that one. Deb Dialtone's here, which is good. Rosa, hello, and she's saying hi to everybody as well. Colette's joined us today as well, so that's good. Andrew too. Everyone's having a bit of a nut of themselves. Forever Fresh, hello Sammy, in Echuca.
I just went crooked, that one.
And Annalisa, yay, good to see you, Gorge.
Really?
Marinated in Oz, that's Janine, isn't it? I think Janine's account, yeah. Hello lovelies, God love it. Heather,
All sorts of-
wear brighter clothes. She's working. Mwah, you are just beautiful, I swear to God. Okay, I wore bright yellow jeans last week. That's right, and Mick's been working. Michelle from Scoop and Wayne. Hello,
We're looking a
gorgeous.
bit dull, are we?
Hey, all sorry a bit late. And Rosie, thought that. Everyone's catching up with everyone. Madeline Huckstep, good to see ya. And Melissa, awesome. They look great, don't they? And now, we'll go.
This one's not so good.
Don't know why I'm getting. No, that
No,
one's
the knife wanted.
really dodgy.
We'll work it out.
We will work it out. I don't know why I'm not seeing Facebook messages, but let's start spooning these in.
Not either.
No, was last week. We'll work it out. It is the iPad, but I was using a phone last time. But we'll work it out on the go, gang. So, what we're going to do is, actually, pastry brush. We want to lob this in because we're going to seal the edges with some egg. We're going to brush her with, excuse it, bit of a fork.
Happy with that one?
These suck, I reckon. I don't know how many. This one's not too bad.
It's a good quality. that one.
No, see, the amount of times
Well,
that
throw it out there.
I've picked
Don't put it in the
tears,
drawer. Done. Get rid of
tears
it.
out of what you're cooking, and it's embarrassing. They sucked on MKR too.
That's the one I was looking for.
Oh,
So the rubber ones don't lose their hairs. If they do, you can see them because they're big, red, rubbery things.
they're not as nice to use, but at least you don't have to be picking stuff off your fingernails in front of people.
And we have been caught out quite a few times.
Remember when I was doing those steaks?
Yeah.
It was hideous.
Yeah. Did a Coles cook that there was some.
Shocking. And you just look like really dodgy.
So tell me what your thoughts are. I look at this and I go, I would love
Me
to see
or them?
yours
Mine.
and yours. Some lightly roasted pine nuts in that mix. I reckon it's
Perfect.
beautiful.
Would be absolutely perfect. 100%. Alright, do you want to fill or do you want to do this bit? I think I should probably fill.
Okay. I can paint.
You can paint. Paint away, lovely. Alright.
So this is just a light coating for a.
This is just helping
Basically, it's a
stick.
glue. It's a glue.
Now, same as normal, don't overfill. And you can see what I mean about not wasting the pastry. You know how we do our dumpling press ones? So you end up with a circle and then you re-roll the pastry. Well, this way you don't have to re-roll any pastry. You end up with nice puffy, well, that's why I call them spinach and ricotta puffs. So we're just gonna load up like that. I'm just using a soup spoon. It doesn't matter what you use really. I figure it's about a tablespoon's worth of filling. So anyone know anything about Warragul Greens? I think they might have used them on live. There, yep.
So we're not getting a feed on this one, sorry guys.
We're just not getting text at the moment. I think it's because it's an iPad. I thought I'd be smart and use an iPad, not an iPhone. So we can change that back on
Any
Thursday.
second now, because
But I'll check out some Facebook messages in a sec. I'll swap sides with you so you can close them over. Oh, no, it's going to get the phone anyway. All right. These are
We're looking
good.
for Facebook.
Yes. So I figure if you're having a little dinner party, or not a dinner party, if you're having visitors over, good finger food, good footy food. You know, if you've got trying to come up with something for to dip into some sauce or just have as they are. Oh yeah, that is a train wreck, that one, isn't it?
Oh, you can fix it.
Oh my goodness. We can rebuild it. We will rebuild it. Do you know the other thing that it would be nice in here? Mick, I 100% agree with his pine nuts. He is addicted to them, though.
I'll do a really quick roast if you like.
No.
Too late.
Is lemon zest would be really nice in these as well. It probably makes it a little bit of a spanakopita then, doesn't it? Greek. So, yeah, probably does.
How do I find our live on here?
How about I do it in a minute? We'll get these cooked
Yeah?
and do it during the break. Once they're in, then I can deal. All right.
Right, so I'm just going to lift these tops over. Jodie Ann saying don't put too much in.
Have I put too much in?
She's gone pretty damn heavy on them.
I've gone rogue. That's why you need to be following. Oh, I've probably I should have gone further to the front. Yeah, that'll be right.
I don't think it's about where you put it. I think it's about how much.
Uh-oh. Should be right. We will make it fit. So there probably is enough. Get there. Had I not overfilled, there probably is enough for 6 sheets. So like a packet, I reckon.
We're going to want a fork. Whatever tickles your fancy, just give them a bit of a
Press them down, seal them up, give them a good seal. Not that these are going to leak or anything like that. As long as you've gotten rid of the moisture out of your ricotta and your spinach. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, give it a good press. Oh, here we go. Transfer.
We've got a pretty small workspace here that we're trying to work with you too, guys. But that's life.
That's it. About the same size space that we had on MKR, I've got to tell you. It probably is actually, because we had about 900 bench, remember? Trying to do the stuff you could fit into places on that show was amazing. I'll do a fork as well. Get these ones going too.
You know, I'm going to give them a roll over, then a fork.
Should wash my hands because I've got a bit of stuff on them.
Just going to wash our hands now.
I don't want to put I don't want to put cheese on the top. Burn. Yeah, cool. Look at that. Smashing it. As soon as I start doing this stuff, I get into MKR mode. It's
And
crazy.
try and rush it.
Yeah. Just ready. Oh. Got an end. Best I egg.
So we probably need to pull up at that many sheets. Is enough?
I've got two trays out.
Yeah, but we don't need to do 30 of them for the people on camera tonight.
Ah, very good point. See what I mean? You just get into the mode of getting it done. Don't even think about it. Alright. Getting there. And then, time for messages. Hey, so one of our loyal followers, Tracy, did our pizza pockets the very next day. And she said, amazeballs. She said they were absolutely delicious. They look fantastic. She used mushroom instead of ham. Don't know that whether necessarily. Oh no, she's not vegetarian because it was. I think she still used spaghetti. So yeah, they looked really good. She said it worked well. That recipe is up, by the way, guys. I've got everything done, I think, on Saturday. So all recipes are now up to date, all videos are loaded. We're getting more subscribers, which is good. So if you subscribe, you get a notification every so often when I've updated things. So go check out the webpage, champagne food on a beer budget.com.au. So we're going to end up with 12 on that one, 2 sheets on each, hey. So I don't know whether I've backed it off, maybe on this batch, did I? Because these are going pretty good. A bit of a squish out too, so they reach out to the edges. I'm pretty happy with that. Wish it could have been this easy on MKR. Imagine using pre-made pastry on MKR. Not. Going home that day. And then we're going to make a little air pocket in each of these. 2 reasons. A, let some steam out. And B, they look really cute. It's the easiest little trick in the book, which I'm going to show you. I don't know whether I got it off my gran or something. I don't know. But anyway, it works. Super fast, super simple. Looks the goods. So we like anything like that, hey? Concentrating.
I am. I'm trying to make this pastry reach over these fillings.
Beautiful.
You seem to have it going at a million miles an hour and you're killing it.
Pop one more there. Skew over there. There and there. Alright, first tray done. Excellent. So, pop that there for a second. And that there. And I'll show you what the little trick is. Oh, there we are. It's as simple as this. Actually, I'm going to egg first. So egg wash on top. This is just going to give you a nice gloss.
And don't go too heavy on the egg wash. People seem to think that the more egg wash they're going to put on there is going to be better. It won't. It just turns into a soggy burnt mess. It's got to be a nice glaze. You're against the clock of some sort.
There's another tray there. Yeah, well, I still want to get time to get these into the oven to pull them out for the guys. So I'll just throw one tray in at this stage.
Yeah, so put your glaze on nice and...
Roger, Roger. This is the trick. Pair of scissors. Stick it in, cut. Stick it in, cut. 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 2 on each. Now that, believe it or not, actually looks better when you cut one way and one the other. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn the tray around. They sort of look like little beaks. It's the best. Nice and quick.
You're going more of an angle.
Done.
Just out of curiosity.
Done. There we go. And they're going in, guys. They're going in. Beautiful. And pop the pan out. Put the light on. I'm going to start at 15. I reckon they're going to take 20 to 25 though. But we shall do that. And then I can, oh yeah, you said to do Facebook on your phone, didn't you? Let me just see if I can do this and then we can all talk. Find that. There. Live. There. Righto. Yep, so it must be about an iPad. John, hi guys, I'm here again. Make me hungry. Good comment.
Hopefully you're still hungry after we tell you how good they taste.
Happy Monday, Vic and Jodie Ann. Hope you guys had a great weekend. We did. Evening guys from Trace. Ned saying, how you going? We're good, pal. Rach Taylor. Did you get around Michael James? No rest for the wicked.
I know, I was in your sister's kitchen earlier thinking, geez, I could cook here.
Jade, cousin, Janine, mwah. Greg, have a drink, guys.
Just poured that off.
You
Who
will,
saw
right?
that? Anyone see that?
I didn't. Martine, hello, lovely. Sam, hey guys. Edward wants ricotta. Ooh. What's that one? You can come to your house and eat it. Oh, you don't like ricotta? I didn't like ricotta when I was much, much younger.
It's cheese.
Yeah.
It's just another cheese.
All right, good. Excellent. That was quick and easy. So I'll swap that out. Pop that there. Turn that one off. And then we can go back to... Still not that. I'll do that last tray, that last one, because it's still got, there, mixture. Might as well get it done. I feel. Oh, Smiley saying she prefers the cold. Ugh. Nah. Mind you, it is nice standing in front of the heater when you've got particularly if you've got a wood heater. It's one of those things, isn't it? I just find myself like a moth to light. All of a sudden I'm standing in front of the heater and I didn't even know how I got there. So, springs, it is very good. Jade on there too. Oh no, it'll be somebody else. Hello Christy. How you going? Trisha Healy. And I think you guys are talking amongst yourself, which is awesome. Scoop and Whey cranberry. Of course, Michelle. Who doesn't buy Scoop and Whey? Right, good. Excellent. I think we've got everyone covered. Oh, someone Rosie. La Vie Sherry Rosie. Don't know, it sounds very exotic though. So I like that. Gypsy 84. There's lots of new names, which is awesome, guys. Thank you for joining us. We are so loving it. Rooney 2734. There's a lot of banter going between all of our little jammies, let me tell you.
Well,
which
that's
is
good.
Fantastic.
Like when everyone gets along.
Exactly.
So I put my fingers in my mouth and just eat that. I won't do that.
No, you won't. Boy, oh boy. Oh, really? Oh, I know why you've left that little bit in there.
No, I didn't leave anything. No. It's
Really?
I think that's the right amount. I reckon if Jodie didn't overload these suckers, I reckon half of these are going to explode. She's put a lot in there and you'd get another sheet. You'd get another 6 for sure if they weren't overloaded.
Let us just see. So, there's a reason why I put the meat at this end, because then you fold it over and then you can do your...
Alright, there's a reason why I put it there.
So, what I'm just
I can
saying
roll it up.
to Mick is if you put your filling, so we've cut them into sheets of 6, and if you put your filling closest to you, then you just pull the sheet over the top and then you can fork away without having to remove it off the plastic. So just a convenience thing. I think that's become habit again from MKR. I don't know if we've told you, when we did the Farmers Challenge and we did baklava, rolled baklava with apples, I spent a day practicing peeling apples, and I could peel 4 apples with a hand peeler, 4 apples in 1 minute. And we tried it different ways, whether you went round and round and round and round, or whether you just went up and down, and I shaved off, like I started off with 3 in a minute and ended up being able to do 4 in a minute, because every single second on that show counts. So, yeah, whether you can work out a more sensible way of doing something. Or an easier way, I should probably say. All right. Oops, not quite cut. You want to do the brusho?
Yep, once I've got them.
So we've ended up with 24. Mick's saying you'd probably end up with 30, but that's out of...
I reckon you could end up with 30 because the filling's so yum having a little bit of less filling in there is not going to be the end of your world.
And I didn't have a full quantity of spinach either, so I've cut everything back from the quantities that I've told you and the quantities that I'll post in the recipe. So you'd end up with
30 for sure.
36 probably. You get 5 in your puff pastry packet, 5 sheets or 6 sheets. Done. These are really yum though. Everyone loves a nice little puffy parcel, don't they? I reckon we do. All right, now the other tip that I was going to tell you about your puff pastry is don't let your puff pastry get to room temperature, because if you know anything about puff pastry, making it or working,
I learned it the hard way.
Yeah.
At our instant restaurant, probably more than anything.
Well, that was the complete opposite though, wasn't it? Because it was in the fridge for too long. Puff pastry, if you make puff pastry from scratch, let's say you go the grated butter variety where you've got lumps of nice bits of butter all the way through. The reason that it puffs up is because the butter gets hot in the oven and creates a nice little pocket in between the dough, nice and steamy, and that's why you get all your nice little layers. So if you let your butter get, there's butter in puff pastry that you buy from the supermarket too, if you let it get to room temperature, when you put it in the oven, it doesn't get all nice and steamy. So you want it to be sort of fridge temperature, or if you can manage it just off frozen where it's manageable. So the cooler that it is, the better it's going to rise once it gets into the oven. So yeah, just a little tip. Fun fact, let's call it. Pinchy pinchy. I'll leave those out till the other ones are done, I think, because I don't want to open the oven. I want this to be as quick cooking as it can be for you guys. And
Just a bit there.
Kayla's just joined as well. Sammy Beckman, how are you, lovely?
Now, if you also want to be a little bit tricky and your wife doesn't let you have some nice roasted
Pine nuts.
pine nuts in there,
Go
put some
nuts
sesame
on your
seeds.
sesame seeds. Or Nigella seeds, which is like they call it a black sesame. They're not actually a sesame seed at all, but yep, you can do that. I had intended to do that on the first batch, but funnily enough, that's what sends you home on NKR when you rush and forget an ingredient.
So I'll put this tray aside. We will keep it away from the oven. Keep it as cool as possible for as long as possible.
I'll
Because
throw
it's another
those
easy
ones-
mistake to make is leaving stuff near the oven.
Yeah, I'll throw those ones in when I turn the other ones around when I check them.
All right.
So, we're good, Kayla, and thank you for asking. He's saying roll it like a ciggy. Haven't done that for a long time. Shane Williams, evening. And you're an uncle again. Congratulations.
Oh,
Yay.
did that happen?
Yes.
Wow.
Ashley Williams had a little boy.
Congratulations.
They finally got a boy. So that's all cool.
What's his
can you
name?
do a close up of the tray? His name, I can't think of.
Actually, great idea. Because here's another thing that you'll see, guys. We have punched through these real quick. And
See the little
it'll
holes?
look rough, our little fork marks, and they look different. By the time they puff up and come out of the oven, you will not pick it. So don't be too pedantic.
Yeah.
And
So-
a little bit of rustic is good.
The picture of what I posted is of what I've cooked. So, yeah, they'll be fine. Thank you for asking,
You've
Nellie.
just got to make sure that they are sealed and try and minimise the air pocket in there as much as possible, but that happens with your little cuts anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's not like having to do, what do you call them, dumplings or anything like that that are going to burst out into the liquid
No, because you've
or
got an air hole.
anything like that, yeah. So, just like making a little mini pie, really.
Alright, slide this back, can't read that.
Sunny, that's right, Sunny Charles. Yeah, oh,
is
70 as well.
is that the new Williams?
Yeah, Ashley's.
Sunny.
Sunny.
It's always sunny in Turrumbry,
It is always sunny in Turrumbry, apart from the last 4 days, but
which is nice.
bit of rain. And so this little girl that we're talking about, we've known since she was 4, Ashley, and she's like a star picket. She's so thin, and the kid was 7 pound 6. So how the heck that's happened, I have no idea. But he's a real cutie. So again, congratulations to all the Williams clan.
Another Williams.
Yeah.
Could be Williamstown again.
Yep, absolutely.
Strangely enough, Ashley was the first child that I spoke to in Turrumbry.
When we first moved here, about 3 or 4 days after
And
we
she
moved.
drew me a picture that I'm not going to show you on camera.
That was years later though.
But she drew me a picture that's still on our fridge.
Yeah. She came here about.
Of Dup Dup.
She drew this picture, and she came here about 4
Oh
years
no, I
ago.
will show you.
3 years ago or something, and she could not believe that we still had it on our fridge. But
Anyone thinks we're a liar?
she was a special kid.
This is Dup Dup, everyone. I don't want to.
She'll be
the light
embarrassed.
right?
Carrie
I
Ann
don't think
saying they look lovely, yum.
Okay, that's Dup Dup. So that picture is, Christ, like, how many years old?
Melissa Bartoloni, I'm assuming that's how. Tell me if I've said that right. Bartoloni.
Time wrong?
Yep. See the little
Yep.
bell? That means it's happening. So
I was only
now
looking
you
to
get
clean
what I'm
up.
saying.
I was only looking to clean up.
There's this tiny little bit left. That's what I was saying. He's not silly. Leave it a little bit there. Someone might like to eat it. I don't know how. Mick will eat raw pastry and all sorts of weird
I
stuff.
just put the last bit of raw pastry mix with some anymore.
Oh, did you? Oh, see what I'm going to live with.
Go learn all your flavours, baby.
You are amazing. Ugh, don't know how you do it.
That's a shame we can't find a little parcel for that.
No, well, see, with no leftover, with no waste, there's yeah, nothing to worry about.
Yeah. I'll be back in a minute.
As Sam's saying, I'm hungry, so how long until you want me there? Not far off, Chicky. I need to talk to you this week, so probably I'll try and ring you tomorrow or Wednesday.
Empty, I found somewhere for it to go. Get a hair in your chin.
Yeah, mate.
And now I can
My
reach
curls
that.
aren't, I'm not happy with my curls today, guys. I'm not happy with my hair at the moment. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm liking being able to stand back here and chat to everyone, so I stand all the time. Can you guys remind us, please? I continually forget to take a photo of the food, because what I want to do in order to try and be a little professional, which is not something we're great at, obviously, is load the video and on the web page and all that sort of stuff with a decent photo of what we've cooked, and I forget all the time. So I end up having to take a close-up of the
You're
video.
only going to go into
feed.
that room right there and take a photo of it.
I only need to take it here, really.
What are you going to take a photo with?
One of these.
There you go.
Yeah. So I just need a reminder. Can you please, someone? I need a PA for
I'm
tonight.
going to put this in the soft plastics bin,
Yes.
as we do.
We do. We're very good like that. And so ricotta week, potatoes possibly next week, because one of our good fans has sent us a message saying that she's dug up, I think it was 5.5 kilos of potatoes.
And she
So-
desperately wants to use them up. So what can we use potato in? So send out some ideas. Help her out
I
with
think I've
some
already got an
ideas.
idea, but-
Of course, we're going to do gnocchi, but everyone does gnocchi. But
I
we'll
think
probably
that's pumpkin
let us know
gnocchi.
what you think too, because we'll probably just show you how easy it is to do gnocchi. It's
But I think the gnocchi will go pumpkin, because we've got so much pumpkin.
what about if we do both?
Potato.
What's going on with your hair?
I know, right? I'm like a bloody shaggy dog, losing it all. It's crazy.
Might even do both.
Oh, shepherd's pie.
We might do both.
Who said that? Someone clever. Raw pastry is pretty good. It's right up there with frozen peas.
I love frozen peas. Who said that?
Sam.
I'll sit there with a cup of frozen peas.
Sam
I love
Rossi.
them.
He does do that. It's bizarre.
It's like a midnight snack. Frozen peas.
Shane's saying I'm an awesome PA. Well, don't forget to remind me to take a photo, please. What else? Saltbush lamb, still my fave. And that's another thing that our friend up the road, Michelle, is growing is saltbush too. So not that I've got a sheep, but Rosa.
They've got them next
Jane,
door.
don't forget to take a photo of you cooking each night. Thanks. Thanks, Rosa.
Thanks for the reminder. How about in about 10 minutes?
Do mixed potato and oh, there you go, mixed potato and pumpkin together.
Yeah, we could do that.
No reason
That'd
why not.
be, yeah.
Smiling. I love raw pastry. So maybe
See?
it's me.
I 100% it's a. Who
Come
doesn't
on.
like raw pastry?
Guys, really?
Some more than others, but you know.
Shane, take a photo. What about a huge pub palmer? You are, that's, guess who?
No, John.
John. Me,
You-
pub food.
It's either
You're the
it's
best.
barbecue or pub food.
You are awesome.
Right, we'll have a look in here.
Hang on, I've got a light on, I reckon. Yeah, they're looking like I'll probably give them a turn rather than.
Can we?
That's about it. Yeah,
Puff pastry,
turn.
you've got to be. Once
Where's
that
the other
heat's in there for that puff pastry, you pretty much get one shot at it.
Actually, I'm going to leave them because they're either going to go on top or underneath. If they're underneath, they're not going to rise quick enough. So we're going to turn them over all round and.
So we can't afford to show these guys because
No.
they'll flame.
Oh,
Do you want me to
look
quickly
at
throw this one in?
No, not putting those in.
Because it'll help drop the temperature too.
Bloody ripper.
So if we throw the second lot in, they're nice cold
Actually-
pastry, it'll help. Well,
Nice.
it won't help. It'll drop the temperature.
They can go in the fridge if you want. Oh, if they'll fit. Yeah, they might.
No, they'll be right there. They're only going to be there for another couple of
True.
minutes.
True, true. It's 8 degrees outside here.
Freezing. Jade's
Okay.
watching.
She's been and gone, been and gone. More
More
potato
potato
salad.
salad. We did a really good salad.
Nellie did a good one too,
We
apparently.
did a really good salad on the show. It was a warm beef
Potatoes.
and potato salad. That was really nice. It didn't get received well, but
Oh, the one that we did on MKR.
it was a good. I like that.
Oh, that was when we did that house.
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
on-
Who cares where? Because I wasn't happy about it at all.
Yeah.
We got given a 1 for it for, you know what's sake.
That was the night we cooked with
Mind
Lily's
you,
salad.
all the dishes were empty when we went back in there. But
We cooked at this mammoth. What do you call it? Would you call it a mansion? It was on
twice
28
cooked potato.
acres.
So potato salad is a good thing. I believe it's hard to find a really good potato salad, as in just the old
So
diced potato.
I'll
with
eat any
the
potato
salad.
salad. I love potato salad.
Yeah.
What
You'll-
ones are good though?
You'll eat it from KFC or some crazy place. Or
No,
like,
KFC, but I'll eat a bought one, like a
Not
Coles
bad.
one or whatever.
got the
Love it.
good potato in there and
Yeah, I
some
like
more
it.
flavour.
Do a Greek yogurt one, so it's nice and light because people tend to get the guilt about eating potato salad.
My idea of potato salad is get like a twice cooked potato, a good baked potato that's butter and yum and cut it into
Onions.
big chunks that sit on a salad,
Pepperoni.
not stirred into the salad.
Loaded baked potatoes.
Oh,
Who doesn't love
there's a
loaded
good one.
baked potatoes?
We do a great hack on that.
Oh yeah, can do that probably.
We could the microwave.
I'm liking this person's name.
Microwave
It's
is the biggest hack for that one.
It's me, I'm in self-ISO. I can't see what the rest of the name is, but I like that. It's me.
We've done that. We've had birthday parties where we've pretty much done that, haven't we?
Well, we go 30th.
Yeah.
Mixed
just
30th,
microwave,
that was the food.
Do
We
the.
didn't do that though. We did wrapped up ones. We did in the in a pit. Remember, because we had your birthday outside.
Yes. Right. Thank you for that. But if not, you
18
can
18
put them in a
years ago.
microwave. If they're done right, you can do them in a microwave. You can serve them up with some nice, your bacon, your onion, your sour cream,
Robin.
cheese. My mouth's watering actually thinking about it. It's one of my. Really do enjoy it.
Update. So Shane, it's 16 degrees. So obviously you're still in Queensland. So keep that to yourself. Thank you though. It's bone chilling outside here. And Robin. So Robin, where Mick's been helping to move today, that's the mum, where she's been there as well. Robbie's saying, man of many talents. He's a good man, isn't he, Robbie? He's a big, big help. Yes, I agree. Shut up, Shane. We don't care about your 16 degrees. Potato and leek soup. Yes. Always
That's a good one.
Really good one.
And potatoes probably.
Jake Ross just joined. Hello, Jakey.
How often is potato good in any soup? Even as a
Bacon.
thickness, the starch in it. There's
It's
a
such
lot of soups that you
versatile
probably
veggie.
you go, oh, how can I make this a little bit thicker and richer and throw
Bubble and
potato
squeak.
in it?
Bubble and squeak. And remember we showed you when we did the salmon, we did the salmon burgers, and I made the brioche buns and everything, and we showed you how to do the chips in the oven from scratch. You know, we only did the diced one, so we got them done quick enough. We do that all the time with potatoes, don't we?
What's
in the
that?
microwave, cut
Microwave.
them up, oil, herbs, in
Stab,
the oven,
stab, stab.
turn them over halfway through, bang, they're done. And they are so delicious.
I think we've
So,
even
so, so.
surprised some other people.
Oh, Sammy Beckman, loving the faces. I look at myself in playback on certain things, and do you remember, what was it? I said to me, do I really look like that?
Quite if you do it right
Oh
with the camera.
my God. It's just, I don't know. I'm going to Bundaberg tomorrow
Cheers,
to the
sushi.
distillery. It's going to be 25 degrees there. My God.
25?
Do you guys
Is this
need
Shane?
anything? Yeah.
Does he not get the hint?
How come you be able to, why'd they let you in? Not being rude, but, you know what I mean? It's the whole crossing borders thing. Because haven't you been here?
They don't know him. They don't know him. That's how he got in.
Lasagna, real Italian lasagna.
Potato.
What?
You got me intrigued.
Please explain, Janine.
Yeah, that's got me intrigued. Real Italian lasagna potato. I'm not saying no to it, but
Yeah.
what did I say was an unusual mix? Try and put ricotta and potato together. Didn't I?
Which one? Potato.
Potato and ricotta.
Yeah, you can do that for gnocchi.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound so
Just
bad
not
now.
blue cheese. Tyler, hello, lovely. My lovely nephew. We haven't spoken for ages, which is quite sad. You were meant to remind me that we were going to do a hookup, and we didn't do a hookup.
You're just my nephew, champ.
I have an
No,
exemption
no,
as my
England.
housemate moved here, and I'm his carer. As he's in a wheelchair. Good on you. That's
Who's that?
awesome. Shane. That's a good explanation.
Oh, I've seen Shane, yeah. Seen those two together.
Yeah, well, that's why. So, Miss Stuck's just joined as well. Heather, it will dissolve and the taste.
This is happening, guys. It is actually
It's
happening.
not far off.
There is some tanning going on.
Ah,
I might even.
Nelly,
There's something that you
let's
should
make-
keep by your oven.
Where's Janine? Come on,
A
Janine.
torch.
Where's our
So you can have a good look in there.
I want an explanation on this.
Yeah, potato lasagna.
I'm assuming that's what she's talking about, unless we've missed something.
Need like a big screen up there.
Bundy, nut, bubble and squeak. Yeah, oh, there's heaps.
Bubble and squeak's a good one.
Hasselback spuds are good.
I love making my own bubble and squeak
Photo
patties.
is it 4 seconds? No, 4 minutes. Bubble and squeak patties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love making my own into a nice big ring in the fridge, get them cold, into the fry pan. Yum.
It's versatile. I don't know
Yeah.
how people do the whole. Is it keto? One of those diets where you can't
tell you
eat
one
any
thing I wouldn't
vegetables
do. I
from
wouldn't-
underground. No carrots, no potatoes,
No way. No way.
no carbs. I guess I don't
No.
know. See, we'd never be able to do that.
No life.
No rice, no pasta, no bread.
No.
Yep, die, just die.
Got no chance.
Yeah, for sure. Does anyone want any anyone local that might be watching, do you want a sourdough starter? Because I've just split mine and I can make probably 4 new ones if anyone's interested.
We're
in
running out of
sourdough
bedrooms
starter.
for it.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff. I just can't bear it. You're meant to just discard it and yeah. I feel like I'm killing a member of the family, so I'd rather.
You'll have to
just
fill
throw
in adoption papers.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
We want visitation rights to make sure that, you know,
Son of Jock,
you're growing them properly.
daughter of Jock. Kylie's just joined us as well. Hello, gorgeous. Oh, there you go. Nellie knew that it was keto. Have you
Is
got a
it
TV
keto?
in the kitchen, Nick? If not, get one and
you
screen
what?
mirror Jodie Ann's phone to the TV and you'll have this on the TV. Gnocchi with roasted pumpkin and sage, yeah. And no sage at the moment though. Wrong time of the year because I've already looked into that. I thought about that for because of next week with the pumpkin, but yeah, no sage, unfortunately. So good idea though. It's still yummy.
So let's talk about it in advance though. Like when you're going to do a gnocchi, the idea is, you know, you want something starchy. Because we've played with it with a few different veggies.
We have. We've even done parsnip We've done
parsnip,
parsnip knocking.
yeah, and it was pretty good.
Yeah. The
So,
trick.
yeah,
It's starting to
there.
smell good.
So the trick is also you've got to get that veggie dry.
Got to be dry.
So
want
you
as
need to
little,
cook it minimum moisture.
Yep, and as little flour as possible and as little handling as possible. So the least amount of flour you can get in, the better, and don't roll the crap out of it. Let's go.
Well, no, you do roll the crap out of it before you add flour.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is really knead and mix that vegetable up until it nearly becomes a dough on its own. Then add flour. That's probably the biggest secret, do you reckon?
Yeah.
Is working it into nearly a dough on its own, and then flour for the last little
Nice
bit.
and light, like all broken up. Yeah.
Mm.
I'd be able to smell it. You know, I'm
I can see myself on screen here a little bit after. I wish I didn't go again. Sorry.
It's funny. It's a funny.
Don't watch yourself on screen if you're trying to be yourself.
Nelly just did a reminder, I reckon.
That's why people stand there like this.
Photograph it before Mick eats it.
Yeah, 100%.
We're beeping.
Right, let's have a look, though.
Yeah. Close.
Oh,
One more turn.
close.
What have we got?
Yeah, give it another rotation, but
Do it quick because we've
I
got
don't know if
9
they need a
minutes left.
rotation.
Oh, really? Oh, they're so
Rotate.
close.
We will show them
Gonna
to you
give it a
guys.
blast. Roger. Give it
Alright,
a
so we're
blast.
trying to fit in
They'll
the
be
most we
cool.
can in that hour now for you. We don't want to show them to you yet.
Couple of minutes. I'm going with 4.
Yeah. 4 minutes you'll get to see a quick cut open. I'll give you an honest taste. I can honestly tell you they're missing roasted pine nuts.
I don't know, that was coming. Wish I had thought about that earlier because it would have been beautiful.
I did. You were doing
Beautiful
your hair and I
texture.
was talking and told you all about it and you didn't answer me.
Oh, if I didn't answer, what are you thinking? See, I was
You
doing my
ignored
hair.
me. You ignored me.
Oh, I don't ignore you, baby.
So no,
Unless
we
I'm
ran out
going
of time.
la 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 la. That's when I'm ignoring you.
No, you're going.
You are so funny. Ah, dear. All right.
We've cranked the heat up just to brown them off at the top here by the look of it.
So jump on. I've noticed our followers or our subscribers to the webpage are going up, and I've just started getting really keen on doing awesome posts and stuff on that. So please jump on, and our YouTube subscribers is going up as well. So we really appreciate the followship.
Taste is magic. No, that's a private conversation going on there.
It is, yeah. The jammies have got their own thing going. I love it. I so love it. It's totally
Be able
good.
to smell
And
it.
take
Smile is
photo.
hungry.
I'm going to be hungry now too, I've got to say.
Jodie Ann, you need to share your pine nuts.
Yeah, I do get my pine nuts from Scoop and Way as well.
And I want
So-
to use them, and she treats them like little gold parcels.
They are the best pine nuts.
So let's put pine nuts with it. I come up with silly ideas sometimes. Go, let's just put pine nuts with it. It'll be nice.
And
Thank you, Michelle, for sticking up for me.
it's not as if I'm lacking in pine nuts. I've got pine nuts. So they're great. They're the best thing, aren't they? Remember I put pine nuts in our veal, those veal
There we
pastas?
go. Rosa is saying, hey guys, I can't master gnocchi
Oh, really?
and I'm a wog.
I was just about to say Rose the Wog, and you can't master. We have.
I was told it's best to use dirty potatoes, washed and boiled. Boil them in the skin. Yes, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, you do.
Then peel. I'd agree with that.
100%.
Then still warm, apparently. They work better. The type of potato. Oh, sorry, there is a type of potato that works better, which is just your normal.
No. Now there's a potato that is not named after, but it's got the same name. It's Mozart potatoes, which I
Scallop
grew
potatoes. There's a good
this
one.
year. I've got the
Sorry.
easiest scallop potato recipe too. It's
Let's
just
go
about
on.
a matter of getting them cooked. But you're 100% right. You boil them in their skins and then you peel the skins off by hand. and then you break
While
the
they're hot, like
potatoes
as
up.
hot as you can.
Break the
Because
potatoes
the
up
steam
in
is
four.
what's going to come out of them, and it helps that.
That's your release
Dry
of your
out.
moisture. So you don't want to peel your potatoes and then boil your potatoes in water because your potatoes take on the water. So
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's why the microwave is a good little hack. So we'll even try and show you that. But yes, keep them in the skin. I don't know that the type of potato is more important in making a good gnocchi.
Yeah, there is. And I can't think of, I'd say Annalise is probably gone because she's back at work now. But there is a certain, there's waxy potatoes and then there's, different styles of potato. There is certainly a better potato for the job. And I just know that these Mozarts are that style of potato. So if you look up Mozarts and see what style of potato they come under, that'll give you a good indication. The hard thing now, though, is I think Coles are getting better at it. You go to Coles or Woolworths and you're just buying boiling potatoes, frying potatoes. There's no names, no varieties or anything like that. It's really annoying. There we go.
I'd like a little bit longer, a bit nice.
The outside ones will pull those out, though.
A touch longer would be nice, guys, but we've got to show them to you before they. I'd like to see them a little bit longer. So I'm trying to get an angle for you.
Throwing a couple of the edge ones, actually. Yeah. And then you can put.
I'm going to put the rest of these back in.
I want the other for the photo. Well, today's actually probably not an issue because we're going to have stacks left, aren't we? It's usually we get up into eating them and then they're all gone.
I'll put these ones in too while I'm at it, guys.
These are smelling good though. Let them cool.
And that's the thing, when you give times and everything, it's not like it's going to be 22 minutes, bang, pull them out, and that's how they are.
Check them out.
These things are about check them out. It's getting that nice golden crisp.
Now, if you were entertaining, as in having 80 people over, or 20 people over, or whatever the case may be, if you halved the size of those, they would be perfect, out on a tray, people can pick it up straight in the mouth. That's too big for one mouthful for the average person. But yeah, they're good.
Definitely not what you'd call canapé type.
Definitely no canapé there. But
These are fun to eat at home with the family.
That's not big enough.
I'm going to cut one in half just to show people.
Oh, sure. Cool. Excellent day.
Alright, so we're just going to cut one in half.
Okay, the second batch if they look better. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Nellie. You are a good PA. She is a PA. Take a photo. Yep, do gnocchi. Betty's just joined. Fred and Betty. Betty. You got to change your bloody handle, love. Belinda Wright, it always throws me.
Yeah, I
She's
have
just
to think
Betty.
every time.
Betty, it's just Betty.
Alright, so
Incoming!
So there's our filling, nice and, well, I suppose you'd expect it to look like ricotta and green stuff, so can't be surprised by that.
But see, they're nice and puffy.
But yeah, pastry's puffed up, it's all good, quick and easy, haven't wasted any pastry, haven't done any weird little cuts and see some of these things on the internet, you got to cut here and cut there and cut there.
Take a photo.
Do this.
Thank you, everybody. Take a photo.
I love the fact that you guys remember because I forgot already. Take a photo.
Oh my goodness.
Take a photo of that one while it's there. Do it live on camera.
Sammy.
I saw the what? Who bum grabbed? Which one?
I grabbed yours. Good
Yeah.
pickup. Good pickup, Sammy. I didn't think that anyone would have been able to see that. That's
Get
hilarious.
a bigger knife, Mick.
Let's try.
Okay. Apparently Shane wants me to get a bigger knife. Here we go.
Yum.
What was that?
What? Yum, I said.
Oh, it was in the background.
Don't know. Taste nutmeg. You must have nutmeg. It's the
Yeah,
difference.
that's got to have the nutmeg. And it's amazing how many times we say that about a small ingredient. You've got to have it in there.
Instagram's gone.
Sorry guys. Arid. And you're going to have the mixed cheese too. I'm impressed.
Sleep. Go back to here. Come on. Download.
Oh, hot
Yes. Beautiful. Share. I was going to try and hook up to Instagram again, but I'm not going to be able to. That's good though. Do you agree? You can just taste that nutmeg.
Yeah, but the other flavours in the cheese are a big thing too.
Yeah.
They change that texture that little bit.
Yeah. They're good.
You know, obviously I love that cheese.
Yeah.
But having the other cheese in there.
That's
Shane's
what I
right, the big knife's good. Look.
Don't forget about your other ones.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yum. Yeah, they're good, guys. Seriously. Give it a go.
I like them. That little bit longer with the pastry, not much, just being for the end.
I call that Friday night footy food.
Oh, you pull that out of party food.
Any
Woo!
day of the week.
You are
Yeah.
going to be popular.
Yeah. They're going to go. Go.
Actually, I wouldn't recommend it that way. Because I'll be at your house every Friday. Now we're looking better, I reckon.
John's got to go.
Right, see, it's getting a bit more of a gold up here.
Nick, that knife. And pine nuts. Excellent. Oh yeah, beautiful. Look at that. That's your perfect one.
That's it.
Shivers.
Yeah, they're hot.
Yeah. So I reckon cook time's probably, because of the size that they are, they're probably 25 to 30, really. So, anyway, that's it. I'm going to take a photo when we get the second lot out of the,
You better hurry.
no, we've got a heap more. So, but
Second house.
normally, can you remind me about taking a photo before we start eating it? Would be awesome in our next cooks. And we're going to let you go because it's 9 o'clock and we've taken up enough of your Monday night. Thank you for joining.
Cheers, guys.
See you Thursday. Another ricotta recipe, but a dessert. I know, right?
Ooh.
It's not a cheesecake, so don't get excited because I haven't got enough time to bloody get a cheesecake cooked in an hour. But it's going to be fun. Another really good one of those recipes that people just love. So, anyway.
All right, cheers, guys. Thank you.
Take it easy, and we will see you on
Hooroo.
Thursday. Oh,